I'm going to be making my Christmas cake. So we have some diced mixed fruit, we have some cherries, and we have some rum. So we are going to soak these and leave them for a week, just to soak in all the lovely rum flavour. We have our bowl and I'm going to measure this out to 100 grams. Okay. Okay, so we'll just leave it like that. So I've just added some glassy cherries that I've dried before I popped them in, and now I'm going to measure out the rum. So we have a measuring jug here. Okay, so we want 200 ml.
Merry Christmas.
Okay.
It's me. Take them. Nice tonight. So.
Okay, so this is now soaking in some rum, and I'm going to leave this for a week just to soak in all that lovely alcohol. So that's it. So I'll be back with you in a week's time when I make the cake. Fingers crossed. Okay, it's been soaking for 3 days, and this is how it looks. So it's sucking in all the water. It still has another 4 days to go before we make the cake. So I'm just giving it a stir and then popping back this over the top, and I'll leave it for another 4 days. In my very messy kitchen, it's time to make a Christmas cake. So what we have is, 4 grams of baking powder. You need 100 grams of almonds, walnuts, cashews, pistachios, so that kind of thing. So I bought that because I like the look of it. And then we needed the juice and the zest of a lemon and an orange. Have that there. Then we needed 3 large eggs. Then we needed 225 grams of unsalted butter. I just bought that at Asda. Then we needed powder sugar, 210 grams. And it says white sugar, but I got brown. And 260 grams of all-purpose flour, which is up the top here in the blue bowl. And I think that is it. So we're going to start making it. Now it says mix the butter and the sugar together because it is really tough. That's what you get. I'm like Yuri Geller. Okay, we have mixed the sugar and the butter together. So now we're going to add 1 egg at a time. So that's 1 egg. Okay, we've added it. It's going to look a bit scrambled egg-like until we add the flour. So in the video that I have used this from, the lady does say that that happens, so not to stress. I will link her video down below if you want to watch the real person make a Christmas cake and not me, because I am not the best of cooks, but I'm giving it a try. So this is the first time I'm doing this with you guys, so we're kind of making this together. Last year I made a completely different cake. This year I've decided to make this one brand new. We need now 100 grams of the nuts. Alright, I'm going to put in a little bit more because I just love nuts, but we'll keep some for the decorations on the top. Now, she did say to sprinkle a little bit of flour in with this. so that they don't all kind of go to the bottom of the cake. So there we are. Right, put this to the side. Now we have added the eggs, we've added the butter and the sugar, we've mixed them together. Now we're going to add the fruit. So that is what has been soaking for a week. So here we have it. So I'm going to strain out the leftover liquid and keep it for to feed the cake for the first time. So just going to strain this out into a sieve. Now this is soaked in lovely. The smell of the rum is delicious. I have my sink right behind me. So there is the leftover rum, and I'm going to add the fruit to the cake and mix. So as you can see, that's it all gone in. Please say this is going to work. I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, so I've just given it an extra bit of a mix, and I've put on the oven to 160 degrees temperature. So we're going to let it preheat for a little while. And now I'm going to add the orange and the lime. So that was a zest of one orange and a zest of one lemon. Sorry, not lime, it was lemon. And the zest, so I just kind of grated the outside part. Right, we're going to add the almond powder now. So that is in there. And now we need to add the baking powder. So that's that in. And it's looking a bit like this. And we're going to add the flour. Okay. Add a little bit at a time and fold it in nicely. We want a nice airy cake, so we'll fold it. I'm pretending to talk like I know what I'm doing. Right, okay, just going to keep adding the flour. Last bit of flour. And I'm going to keep mixing, and I'll be back with you in a minute. Been added, and I'm just going to add some of the nuts that we've just prepared with some flour. So I'm just pouring that in. And I'm going to do some more mixing. Okay, we're keeping on mixing. This is a hard cake to mix. We've got this now. Real stodgy. It's very, very stodgy. I have a cake tin, and I have put baking paper all around the edges. In the video she uses double, but I don't have it, so I'm just going to have to go with the flow. So we're going to pop it in, if I can get it out. This is a disaster. You can't, it's not a typical cake mix, so you really can use your fingers. Is that a good sign or bad? At least it's not like scrambled egg. Real positives here. Okay, so it says now garnish with the nuts and leftover cherries. So I'm going to get the leftover bag here, and I'm just going to pop on some nuts. Like this, guys. So it looks quite pretty. I don't know how it's going to turn out. It now says 160 degrees, 80 to 90 minutes. So I'm going to pop it in the oven, and I'll see you in 90 minutes time. Wish the cake luck. Okay, it's now cleaning up time. The cake is in the oven, and we're now going to clean up the mess, because my husband will be down in a minute, and we don't need any mess for him to see. So here it is. Hey guys, so a quick recap on my Christmas cake recipe, which it's still got melted sugar on it. So yeah, it's in the oven and it's cooking now. So I thought I would put this bit in just to recap what we did, because it was a little bit stressful. So before I started the cake, I did 200 ml of rum with raisins, currants, cherries, apricots, and I didn't use the jelly tots. I just used 50 grams of more nuts, and then it was currants and raisins, sorry. And then I soaked for a week. I didn't do the 2 weeks, I did 1 week in the rum. and that was then put to the side. I then made the cake batter. So I mixed butter and sugar together, and then I added 1 egg at a time. I then added the fruit, and then I sprinkled some flour on the nuts. I added orange and lemon mix, and then I added the nuts, some nuts, but I think I did the whole thing. Then add the flour, the almond powder, I didn't have nutmeg powder, I forgot it, and then add the baking powder. Beat together and then fold together, and then garnish with some nuts and cherries, which we did. And then I preheated the oven at 160 degrees, and I've just popped the cake in for 80 to 90 minutes. So if you want to do this cake, you need 260 grams of all-purpose flour, 75 grams of finely ground almonds, 225 grams of unsalted butter, 210 grams of powdered sugar, I used brown, 3 large eggs, juice and zest of 1 orange, zest of a lemon, 100 grams of almonds, walnuts, cashews and pistachios, not each, just 100 grams of the whole thing, so that is 25 grams per nut. But I found a mulled wine selection from Asda that was all mixed together, and I just used 100 grams of that, and then 4 grams of baking powder. And then we're gonna wait for the cake to come out and hope for the best, and then we're gonna feed weekly up until it's time to decorate, which will be a couple of days before Christmas, and that's when I'll pop on cake part 2. But let's just wait and see how the cake comes out. Now I do have electricity, so don't worry. I just put the candle out because it looked quite atmospheric to add to the drama. Alright, so I will see you soon, guys. Keep our fingers crossed for a nice looking cake. And it's cooking away nicely. It's got another 20 minutes to go. Woo! Dun dun. So as you can see, I would say that that is cooked. So we are good to go. This is the finished cake. It's not as high as I'd wanted it, and in the video that she does it's a lot higher up, it's risen a lot more, but I'm still happy with it. The taste of the little bits, I've just broke off a tiny little bit around the sides, and the taste is gorgeous, so I guess that's all it really matters. So now I'm going to leave it go cold, and then I am going to feed it with some rum. And this is the rum that was luxuriating with all the raisins for a week. So, and then I'm going to wrap it up in baking paper and silver foil, and then I'm just going to pop it upstairs in a little cupboard, and then every week I'm going to feed it with some of the rum. Come join me on Christmas cake part 2, and that'll be nearer the end of the month, when I will show you the feeding, and I will show you the decorating, and I'll show you the eating and the first taste. So that'll be a couple of days before Christmas. So I hope you enjoyed watching that. If you want to try it and you get a better result, or maybe use self-raising flour, my husband says that that's the mistake that I've made, but I followed the recipe, but then I am a rubbish cook, so there must be something I've missed. So if you want to try it, tag me on Instagram, or tag me somewhere, or send me the picture of yours and how it came out. It wouldn't be hard pushed to beat this one. So thanks for joining me on this Christmas cake video. If you want to give it a like, I'd love it. If you want to subscribe, I'd absolutely love that. And come join me at the end of the month for the decorating part and the eating, which is the most fun part of all. Alright, happy December, guys, and I will see you soon. Bye! I'm sticking in a southern style gravy mix into the food bank box. It's an instant gravy, it tastes absolutely gorgeous, so I'm going to put that in the box. Alright, so thanks for joining me, guys. Bye!
Subscribe to my channel.
Hello.
Comment below. Press the bell button. Thumbs up. Thank you.